And those tapings? They ran 6 to 8 hours for one 22-minute episode. Stopping, waiting, restarting, waiting again. Kudrow said the long laughs threw off her timing and made her blood boil, and they went through this grind every week for 10 years. A guest star who walked onto this same stage used a word you would never connect to a comedy show. Number 19. The day a guest star says the set felt harrowing and a producer snaps, "You're not funny? Not tough, not stressful." Olivia Williams said harrowing and alarming. She came in for the season 4 finale, the London wedding, where Ross says Rachel's name. Number 17. The monkey situation that creates real behind-the-scenes tension. Schwimmer did not hold back later, including during the reunion. He said the Marcel days in Season 1, Episode 10 wrecked the rhythm of his scenes on a personal level. And most people miss this. Marcel was not one animal. Multiple trained capuchins rotated in, so a different monkey could show up on a different day with totally different behavior. Every missed cue stopped the whole set while the live crowd watched actors stand there. That grind dragged on longer than anyone expected. The wildest part? 6 people dancing in a fountain. Looks like the most natural thing on TV. Jennifer Aniston says no. They shot it around the Season 1 premiere, late at night, standing in cold water, doing what Aniston called unmotivated dancing for hundreds of takes. Same cold, same moves, same exhaustion piling up every round. That carefree energy the intro gives off? Hours of freezing, repetitive shooting to get there. The cast remembered that cold water for years, and that memory is why the idea of doing it again blew up. Number 15. The opening credits reshoot. The cast reportedly tried to avoid. Producers came back in Season 6, Episodes 15 and 16, and asked the cast to get in the fountain and do the opening again for the alternate reality episodes. The answer was a hard no. Crew stories say the pushback was immediate because the first fountain shoot, cold water, late night, endless repeats, still bothered them. The first time was Season 1, when they were new and just trying to sell the show. Now they were huge, and they weren't repeating that freezing memory. Cold water drama sounds small, right? One storyline made them push back way harder. Number 14. The storyline. The cast didn't want Joey and Rachel dating. The cast called this pairing incestuous. That word comes straight from behind-the-scenes book reports. Season 3, Episode 2, Joey throws himself into a chair as a physical gag, and it goes wrong.
He's going to give some big speech, and he invited us all, and nobody's taking it seriously. That, ironically, is the one where I dislocated my shoulder.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it was, the audience that night was made up of...
Filming stopped on the spot. Friends ran multi-camera with a live audience, so there was no hiding it. The crowd saw it, the crew saw it. All 5 other cast members saw their friend go down.
We had to shut down the show, and all those people got sent home, and then Warner Bros. Had to fly them all back again.
They did?
In another show, and I did a few episodes in a sling. And they wrote it into the show as Joey was jumping on the bed.
Oh, you're...
LeBlanc went to the hospital. That night was done. His shoulder was still a wreck when cameras needed to roll again. Number 12. The same injury that forces the production to work around a sling through takes. The writers simply put the sling into the script because there was no way to hide it. Cameras and movement were reworked all week. A few seasons later, the breakdowns on set had nothing to do with injuries and everything to do with people who could not stop laughing. Number 11. The scene that takes around 14 takes because the cast keeps breaking. Aisha Tyler said this scene burned through roughly 14 takes because nobody could hold it together. Season 10, Episode 6, Charlie dumps Ross and gets back with her ex, Greg Kinnear. Ross says they are making him uncomfortable, and the second that line lands, somebody cracks up. Watching it at home, it looks easy. On set, it meant heavy prop work in a narrow space with 3 actors who kept cracking up mid-take. Tight space, physical comedy, and the pressure of getting it right, that broke them over and over. The crew called this one of the toughest to wrap on the full series. The scene coming up also looks funny on TV, but what LeBlanc had to eat was genuinely disgusting. Number 9. The Thanksgiving Trifle Take, where Matt LeBlanc has to eat something genuinely gross. Season 6, Episode 9, Rachel's trifle mixes beef with custard, and Joey just keeps eating. LeBlanc put that food in his mouth for real, take after take. Set reports say the mix was whipped cream and bananas, and during one round, LeBlanc ate food that had already been in Schwimmer's mouth. Chewed food. From another person, on camera, for a comedy bit. You laugh at that from your couch, but the people on set watched it happen up close. The situation coming up ran quietly for months, and nobody in the audience knew a thing. Number 8. The final season pregnancy that had to be hidden with angles, props, and wardrobe. Number 5. The director memoir revealed that Emily's episodes felt off on set. James Burrows called Helen Baxendale not particularly funny in his memoir. He also said Schwimmer had no one to bounce off during their scenes. That is a director putting it in a published book for the world to read. The Season 4. London wedding needed chemistry between Ross and Emily, and Burrows said it was not there. Baxendale appeared in 14 episodes across seasons 4 and 5, and that gap affected every scene she shared with the regulars. If a director said that about a recurring guest, imagine what performers with just a few days on set dealt with. Number 4. The producer pressure cooker. Feeling guest stars describe as strict. By the last season, the strain on set moved past the mental stuff and got physical. Number 3. The Jennifer Aniston broken toe period, where she's literally rolling around set. Paul Rudd showed up for Season 10, Episode 2, and found Jennifer Aniston on a Segway between scenes because her toe was broken and walking was off the table. The crew rearranged everything around her path, cameras moved out of the way, and the whole set adjusted for someone rolling through on a machine. Rudd said doing a romantic scene when your co-star wheels away on a Segway the moment the director calls cut is not something anyone prepares you for. What Rudd was really worried about, though? He did something by accident that made things way worse. Number 2. The Segway accident.
I was on Graham Norton. I told this story. It was true. I had a Segway and I ran over her foot. I've been friends with Jennifer for a long time. I don't know if we've ever even discussed it. That's how important that episode was.
Where Paul Rudd says he accidentally hurt her again. In Season 10, Episode 2, on the same stage, Rudd accidentally clipped Aniston's injured foot while she was on the Segway. He said the fear of being fired hit him right away. The crew was already being careful around her. And then her co-star adds to the damage.
You thought you were going to get fired because you took you were riding around the set on a Segway and you ran over Jennifer Aniston's foot.
She had a Segway. I think it was the first episode, maybe it was the first or second episode, and she had a Segway because I think it was a brand new thing, and she was zipping around the
having
sound
fun
stage.
on the set.
Yeah, and her foot had been injured. Like she had, I don't know.
Nobody spoke. Production still had scenes to wrap that day, and now they had to figure out safety, while Rudd stood there convinced his job was over. The heaviest part of this show was never about one rough day, though. Number 1. The fame explosion era, where the set stops feeling normal. 52.5 million viewers tuned in for the series finale. Ad spots ran about $2 million for 30 seconds. At that level, a set does not feel like a job anymore. And if you want another rabbit hole right now, tap the next video on your screen.